Hi guys, hope you all are doing good. So in this today's lecture, we are going to start one of the most important topics in data structure. The topic is linked list. So don't worry if you have never heard this word before. By the end of this video, you'll understand everything about linked list in a very simple way. So without any delay, let's begin. So suppose imagine you have a rows of house. Suppose let me draw the houses. So this is your house one. So let me draw it neat. So so this is your house 1 and this is your house 2 and this is your house 3, and like that you have house 4 also. So these are the four houses. So now the point is, house 1 knows where house 2 is. So house 1 knows where house 2 is. So now house 2 knows where house 3 is. So house 2 know where house 3 is. So house 3 also know where house 4 is. So like that, house 1 knows house 2, house 2 knows house 3, and house 3 knows where house 4 is also. So every house stores two things in this scenario. So every house stores two things. So the first thing is its own info, means its own information, and the second thing is address. Address of the next house. So address of the next house. So like that only, this is the exact the way how linked list gonna work. So now let us understand why linked list was created. So before linked list, many of the programmers mostly use arrays. So I have made complete a video about arrays. You can check it out in our channel. So before linked list was created, many programmers use arrays. So an array stores many values together. Suppose array example, let me write. Suppose example of array is 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So these values are stored one after another in a memory. So arrays are very useful, but they have a problem actually in the array. Suppose an array size is 5. Suppose the array size is 5. So now you want to store sixth value. You can't do it easily. The array size is fixed. So initial the array size was 5, but you want to store the sixth value, but you can't store because the array size is initially 5. So this is the main disadvantages. This becomes a limitation. So another problem is memory wastage. Suppose an array size is 100. Suppose the array size is 100. So if array size is 100 means, but you only use 10 locations. So out of 100 elements, you have declared only 10 elements. Then 90 locations are wasted. So to solve this problem, linked list was introduced. So now let us understand the basic building block of linked list. So the basic building block of linked list is called node. So it's called node. So what is a node actually? So let me write with yellow color. So what is a node actually? So what is a node actually? So linked list made up of many nodes. Nodes are nothing but it's a block which contains value and addresses. So each node contains two parts as I mentioned earlier. So the first part is data. Data means value. So the first part is data and the second part is address. So the second part is address. Which address? The address of the next next variable or next node in the simple words. So next node. So let us draw this in a simple diagram. So this is one. So here is the data and here it's gonna be next. So this is a simple diagrammatic representation of linked list. So let me write an example. So this is 10. So here 25 and 30, like that. So this in this value it gonna stores 25 address, and in this space it gonna stores the 30 address, and here we will have null. That means there is no element of the 30. That's why 30 will stores the address as null value. So address pointers address will point to the next node. So like that address will gonna store, linked list gonna represent it. Let us take another example. So now node 1. So another example I'm writing. So node 1. So node 1 contains value 10, and node 2 contains 20, and node 3 contains 30. So in the 10th node, the first node, the address will be 20 address, and in the second node the address will be node of the third address, and the last one will be null value. So null means there is no next node. So linked list ends their diagrams. Let me write in a simple diagram. So it's going to represent like this: 10, 20, 30, and null. So this is the diagrammatic representation of linked list, and this is all about the linked list. So now let us understand the C structure used for node. So we're gonna write, let me write. So we're going to write struct node with the parameters int data, comma, struct node star next. So what does this mean actually? So int data means it gonna stores the value. So struct node of next. So this stores the address of the next node. So that's it all. So it's very simple. Now suppose, let me give a real life example. Suppose, imagine, think about a train. So every train compartment is connected to the next compartment. If one compartment knows where the next compartment is, the entire train remains connected. So linked list also works exactly like that. Each node knows where the next node is. So let me draw a train. So the train is will be actually like this. This compartment is connected to this compartment, and this compartment will connected to this compartment, like that. So the last compartment will be, there will be no more compartments. That's why it gonna gives the null value. So this is all about the linked list. So let me tell the advantages of linked list. The first advantage is dynamic size. So you can increase the size whenever you need it. So that's why we have created the function struct node of parameters in data and struct node star next. So you can allocate you can allocate memory dynamically. So it is very big advantage. So there will be no space wastage in the linked list. So in the main second advantage is it takes less memory. As I mentioned earlier, memory is allocated only when it is required. So if memory is required for three elements, it gonna declares only three elements. Up to the elements which was required, up to three elements, it gonna give three elements memory. So the advantage number three is it is easy to insertion. So adding new elements is easier than many array operations. So let us see the disadvantages of linked list. So the disadvantage number one is extra memory required. Every node stores an address. So that's the disadvantage. Every element stores the address of the next element. So that's somewhat disadvantage. So the disadvantage number two is random access is not possible. In arrays, we can access directly any element, but in a linked list, we must move step by step. So this is all about the linked list. Let me revise it quickly. So what is a linked list? So linked list is nothing but a collection of connected nodes. So what is a node? A structure containing data and next address. So what does null mean? So end of the linked list. So null means end of the linked list. So why do we use linked list? To overcome array limitations. So we have successfully covered the linked list topic. So I hope this lecture is clear to everyone. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. In the next video, we are going to see the how to create a linked list in C programming with step-by-step methods. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next lecture.